Hey, what's up guys, it's SirTagCR, and today we're hitting you up with a live ladder session. In this live ladder session, we're going to be using an updated variant of SPLASHYARD. It's going to have goblins instead of skeletons because of the skeleton nerf kind of made them obsolete. And then on top of that, we also have fireball instead of poison. The reasoning for fireball instead of poison is we're really not about the life of losing a 3 musketeer heal, and that's so prevalent on ladder right now. So guys, without further ado, let's hop into the games and let's see how we do. Alright, we got our first game. Let's sauce him a good luck and let's get into it. He's also giving us a good luck. What a cordial player. Let's see what we can do. We don't actually have a hand that I really want to be cycling anything with, so we're going to wait for our opponent to make the first maneuver. We're then going to use our tornado to pull the hog rider to the king tower, and we are going to be chilling right now. So we're going to be going for the... yeah, alright, that's what I thought he was going to do. Thought he was going to start cycling stuff in the lane that he has all the damage in, so that's why we elected to cycle Baby Dragon in that lane. He used his goblins already, so we're going to go in for a graveyard. Also using the knight out of cycle, I wonder if he has anything to counter this. I guess he's got NATO, but that's kind of, he just spent so much elixir to defend that there. The one thing that we have to be wary of is him cycling back to Hog Rider because he's already at it. Yup. It's definitely going to do a lot of damage on us, but at least we have the knight tanking for the princess. The princess is going to be hitting the knight. The goblins will actually be safe from the princess. If the princess got one hit plus the zap, we would have been kind of screwed. He has to use his knight right here, or he's... alright, I guess he's going to eat some damage. That's okay too. Going to use our Electro Wizard to make sure that doesn't get any hits. Dropping the Electro Wizard right on top, so that means we get more damage, or we keep the Electro Wizard at fuller health. And that Executioner is pretty sick, making sure that the princess doesn't get too many hits on us. Gonna be dropping our knight. Gonna also have to tornado everything in the middle, unfortunately. Oh, that knight kind of body blocked it. Oh man, not like this. So this deck definitely struggles against Hog Rider, even though we have NATO. We don't actually have Bowler in this variant, so it's going to be a little bit more rough of a matchup, especially when they have Princess and Dark Goblin. He has a lot of answers to us. So maybe we'll be able to pull this one off, but it's still going to be a little bit rough. Alright, so he's starting Princess opposite lane. That's pretty good for him. He's playing this very well. He's actually a good player. Not going to lie. Going to drop our Knight. We're trying to be wary of dropping our Electro Wizard anywhere that he can actually rocket, because we know that he definitely has rocket in the deck. We're going to be using goblins to make sure that we snipe the princess. We're going to be going in for another baby dragon. We're not going to go in for an ambitious fireball because we want to get units down that are actually able to deal with the hog rider. This is looking a little bit scary right now, boys. We're going to go for our executioner. We're dropping things. We're just going to make sure that he doesn't... yeah, he's going to go for a hog rider, but the hog rider will not break through. The reasoning I'm dropping cards instead of like a fireball or anything is because I want to make sure the hog rider just does not get through. That's my main goal in this right now. Gonna go for our graveyard, and we should be able to go for a baby dragon and pretty much clean up the game now, I believe. We're gonna go for our tornado. We're gonna try to get some nice baby dragon hits, and then in conjunction with the fireball, I believe we got the game in the bag, guys. One more baby dragon hit. Oh, this is really sketchy. Hog Rider plus goblins should do it for us, guys. All we need to do is cycle back to a fireball. This was a very difficult game for me to win, and I believe we got it in the bag, guys. Dropping our baby D, and all we gotta do is fireball. The fireball will be dropped right here on the edge, making sure that it's the fastest possible route to the tower. If I drop it in the back or right on top of the tower, it'll take a split second longer to reach the tower. So we took that dub. Let's move on to the next one, guys. Alright, we got a game against Air Basilio. Good luck, sir. And we don't really have the best starting hand. We're just going to be cycling the knight the same lane as the archers. Archers are very indicative of a graveyard cycle deck, so he might have bowler and graveyard and freeze. Actually, I don't know what this is since he just dropped minions. Kind of an oddball deck, but he definitely has a few counters to graveyard. Looking like giant miner maybe? I don't know. Interested to see what this is. Definitely going to NATO everything back. We want to get one shot of the executioner. Hit the executioner on the tower, and we clean up the goblin barrel or the goblin gang, which is definitely worth it. Gonna use our Electro Wizard in conjunction with our Baby Dragon, and we should pretty much just clean out that Giant and Minor push. And then we should be able to start our own Graveyard push right after this. Could just elect to Fireball the Archers as well. Get that Baby Dragon on the tower along with the Electro Wizard. That's pretty nice. We take that. Gonna use our Goblins to pull for a +1 trade. Not too bad, not too bad. So I'm liking our situation. We actually have our Executioner in conjunction with his well, right in card order with his Skill Horde, so we're not really too worried. We're not going to be playing our Executioner until we see something that is worth until he drops his Giant or he drops his Minion Horde. That's really when we're going to be dropping it. We're going to be dropping our Baby D to try to snipe the Princess for sure. And we do end up killing it. There's nothing for him to do to defend that apparently. And we're chilling out here right now. Alright, so we see the Giant. We're actually going to be dropping our Executioner. We could have dropped our Executioner slightly further back. Definitely a misplay right there. But I'm still liking our situation for sure. Going to be dropping our Electro Wizard. We're poised to drop our Tornado. We will be dropping our Tornado because we don't want those Archers to snipe us. We're going to be dropping our Goblins, our Knight. We really want to keep that Executioner alive, guys. And it looks like the Executioner is staying alive for quite the while. Dropping our Baby D, and we can actually go in for a Graveyard right now and see what's up. If he goes in for Skill Horde, it's going to get Fireballed. If he even goes in for Goblin Gang, it's going to get Fireballed. Definitely worth it because the Giant on his side on our side of the map is about to die. We were actually able to go in for that Fireball because we did so many cost-efficient trades. Oh, sir, you cannot think that is going to work. Alright, yeah, we're finessing him at this point. There's nothing he can do. We're just going to be dropping our Goblins. All we got to do is Fireball, and we've won the game, guys. Really clean game by me. I'm happy with how this game went. And, yeah, he had a few counters to Graveyard as well. He had the Skill Horde Archers, and he had the 3 Elixir Minions. Let's move on to the next one, guys. Alright, we got a game against Nova JSJTM. Everyone's got TM now, guys. It is nothing special. I feel I feel so commonplace right now, guys. It's unfortunate. Alright, so starting the Knight in the back as he starts a pump is really bad for us. Poised to drop a Fireball, actually. We're not even going to go in for a Graveyard. Just take too long. It would take too long to wait for a Graveyard push. We'll play defensive and see what's up. Alright, so he's running Golem. Good thing I didn't go in for a Graveyard. Gonna go for Executioner, same lane. We're gonna actually be poised to Tornado everything back in one lane, all in a straight line, and we should be pretty chilling. Should be chilling after this. Gonna drop our Goblins, and he's gonna be dropping things worth Tornado in for sure. That's a Mega Minion. That's 3 for 3, and we're gonna keep the Golem back. So definitely good stuff for us. Dropping our own Baby D. Hopefully the Executioner actually wakes up and starts attacking the Baby D soon. That'd be nice. Looks like it's going to happen. Oh, this man. Oh, he's about to get punished, guys. He's simply not allowed to do that. What world is he living in right now? In the back, in the same lane that I'm going for? Sir, what world are you on? I don't understand. Dude, There is no reasoning for that. There's no defense for that. That's just, that's truly a special play. So we're going to be keeping our Executioner in line with his Golem. We're not going to be dropping it until his Golem is played. That's the same thing like with Bowler. You don't really want to be dropping your cards that are your main defense against the big push. I wonder if this guy gave up or not. That's also a very real possibility. Looks like he might have just given up, guys. We just asserted dominance fully all over him. There's nothing this man could do at this point, apparently. We crushed his morale. That's unfortunate, man. He's from Nova as well. I shouldn't be doing this to my teammates, guys. It shouldn't be allowed. I'm literally a bully. Alright, let's move on to the next game, guys. We just asserted dominance a little bit too hard in this game. Alright, we got a game against Milan. So we don't really have the most optimal hand. I'm going to be starting Knight in the back in the same lane that he elects to drop something. Alright, so he's dropping an Ice Spirit. I'm actually just going to drop that Knight to block the Ice Spirit and just make sure that he doesn't get any nice chip damage. It's probably going to be a Hog Cycle deck, or it might be like a Expo deck, something along those lines. Or it might just be Zappy. Alright, so it's going to be a Mortar Cycle deck. Interesting play by him running Mortar. I don't really understand why people still run this card. It's very obnoxious to deal with, but yeah, it's probably one of my most hated archetypes. Besides like 3M heal, like this is one of my least favorite things to play against on ladder. Just because I'm just so petrified when I run Logbait and then the dude has like 4 spells and then Mortar. It's just like, man, I can't rocket the Mortar. It just feels so bad. This guy does have a lot of counters to Graveyard with this deck though. He has Archers, he has, yeah, it's kind of scary, not gonna lie. Gonna drop Executioner because Executioner will retain value where a Fireball just wouldn't. That is if my Executioner decides to stay alive, which it does. Alright, let's see what's up. Let's see what he's going to be doing. He might just cycle Ice Spirit. Yeah, he does. Goblins are my sacrifice just so I don't eat that damage. He's definitely got Mortar, guys. Or he's definitely got, not Mortar. He's definitely got Rocket. There's no way he has like Fireball in this deck. That would just be so obscure. Gonna go for our Graveyard. Gonna try to get some nice damage here with his cards out of cycle. He doesn't have Mortar, or he doesn't have Archers in cycle. His Knight is out of position. Everything that he kind of wanted was like not in cycle. He's definitely gonna get some damage with that Mortar, which is kind of unfortunate for us, but I believe we're actually gonna Fireball that because we don't want to we want to make sure that Mortar doesn't get too many hits on us. Electro Wizard plus Baby Dragon will definitely clean that up. There's nothing he has to defend against that. Just going to be logging for some nice chip. Well played by him. This is going to be a very annoying deck to play against though, guys. He literally has just too many cards to counter my Graveyard, and he's just cycling so fast. He's got Archers. Archers are always going to be demanding the Fireball. If he just keeps pressuring opposite lane, I'm not really able to get a cohesive push off. So I might have to switch lanes, which it's looking like is happening right now. He actually ended up dropping a Knight in that lane, so this is really good for us, guys. Maybe we can bounce back right here. Gonna go for a nice NATO, but the Ice Spirit of his really just was detrimental to us. Gonna go for a Fireball. Gonna clip the Mortar and the Tower. Might have gotten a little bit greedy there. Gonna go for an Electro Wizard. And this is looking really rough for us. I can't believe people still run these decks. And we're gonna be dropping our... Yeah, we should be dropping our Baby D. Yeah, let's drop our Baby D. Looks like he might just go for Rocket Cycle on us. We're not going to be dropping anything that's going to be allowing him to just go for a log. We didn't really want to drop our Goblins right there because he was definitely just going to go in for a log anyways. Gotta make something happen, boys. Gotta do it. Gotta go in for my Fireball. I gotta go in for my NATO. Gotta get some Executioner hits. Getting some Skeleton hits. We need one more Executioner hit and we got the game, guys. Let's get it. Alright, so this man had 10 counters and we still pulled off the victory. That was exceptionally close at the end. Very scary. And I'm happy to walk away with that dub. Let's move on to the next game, guys. Alright, guys, so we're just waiting. We're chilling and we're going to see what he drops. He's going to be dropping a pump, so we have to go in for a Graveyard. It's kind of what we got to do, guys. Looking like he's running 3M. It's kind of scary. Not really the best situation for us. I kind of... Oh, okay, alright. That Skeleton almost went in for the King Tower. I have no idea how that happened. That placement usually does not allow for that to happen. But I guess it was just one of those times. Alright, so he's running Night Witch. I don't understand what this is then. Skill Horde and Night Witch. Maybe a tank deck? It still could be 3M. Yeah, looking like 3M. That Executioner is clean, though. I love having Executioner on ladder. Just because so many people run just obscure decks. And Executioner just gets so much value. This guy is truly a special one. Dropping his 3 Musketeers, 2 of them near the pump and the tower. I don't understand that placement. It was probably the worst placement possible. And we're going to get a lot of nice damage there just because of that. I'm going to go for Goblins right after the Muskie locks on. So then we can get some more. We can get some Goblins tanking for the Graveyard. And that's really not going to do much for us, honestly. The goblins will do a lot of damage on the left side, but he's honestly got Scar Me, and that's just another really obscure card that doesn't make sense. But it definitely defends Graveyard pretty well. We're just going to let those skeletons do their thing. They might get a little bit of damage, but it's not worth overextending. Alright, there's the tank that I was thinking. He's actually going to be running Golem, and we're pretty happy with that. We're going to be dropping Executioner, same lane as the Golem. We are poised to drop our drop our tornado everything back, get a nice value tornado, and then make our counter push. We're dropping our Electro Wizard, going to be dropping our Goblins to make sure that doesn't do too much damage on us. Going to NATO everything back in a straight line, as I said before. That's one of the biggest things to do in this deck. He's actually going to be dropping his 3M. We're going to Fireball those immediately, and we got a really nice value Fireball. That was kind of crazy by him. He's truly a wild one, honestly. Like, this is where the wild things go, guys. He is, I don't understand what he's doing. Oh my god. He let the left lane just kind of go as well, which was really odd. We're going to go for our NATO, because the NATO will kill all the skeletons, and we'll actually get some Executioner hits as well. Alright, so that's really clean for us. We just got to make sure that we defend. We're going to cycle back to our NATO. You already know that this man is going to be dropping everything in one lane. You already know, guys. Where is 3M so I can go for Electro Wizard plus Fireball? I'm ready. My body is ready, man. Alright, I guess I don't need to. He's going to be defending. I mean, I think he's just going to let the Executioner go in the right lane anyways. Yeah, and he does. Good game, well played. Good luck, man. So those are pretty clean games. A lot of fun games today on Ladder. That last one is hilarious. There's another really funny one where they pumped up in the back. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chilling with me, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.